Eastman. From Dodgeville, wrestling against Riley Levy from Iowa Grant. That's at 120, 4 wrestlers there. At 126 pounds, Olivia Ball.
It's in a tight space, but
Yeah. Olivia Ball will be the top seed. She will have a bye in the first round, and in the other half of the bracket be Riley Reichling from Mineral Point, wrestling against Christina Crow from Iowa Grant. That's at 126, 3 wrestlers. At 132, 3 wrestlers there. Deayla Collins from Mineral Point will be the top seed there, and she'll have a bye the first round. And in the other half of the bracket, I believe it'll be Amelia Johnson from Lancaster and Ella Wilson from Mineral Point. 3 wrestlers at 132. I hope I'm reading this correctly. If anything, we'll find out very soon. At 138, 4 wrestlers. Be Jenna Johnson from Dodgeville, the top seed there, and she'll be wrestling against Maria Schaefer from Iowa Grant. In the other half of the bracket, it'll be Lola Hahn from Fenimore, wrestling against Taya McGuire from Lancaster. That's at 138, 4 wrestlers. At 145, 3 wrestlers. It'll be Brooklyn Hinkey from Lancaster, who looks like to be the top seed there. And in the other half will be Rachel Heisner from Mineral Point, wrestling against Kaylee Russell from Darlington. 3 wrestlers at 145. At 152, looks like just 1 wrestler there, and that'll be Cadence Freimiller from Fenimore. At 165, just 2 wrestlers, Emily Heisner from Mineral Point and Sophia Burr from Lancaster. That's at 165, 2 wrestlers. At 185, just 1 wrestler there, Haley Yeager from Mineral Point. And then at 235, I had a problem turning this page before. Just 2 wrestlers there too, Lillian Heisner from Mineral Point and Adeline Spurgeon from Lancaster. So 2 at 235. It'll go quick.
All right, those are the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups. The Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. Wrestling also brought to you by Russell Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit WrestleLawWI.com. Our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, live and archive coverage, is powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Laley Center, Monroe. Wrestling also brought to you by... canvas prints, and much more. Most Grantland Graphics of Lancaster. Laley Center Monroe. Call your local deer automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Moen's Milk Service in Montfort. Moen's has been hauling quality milk with quality service in Grant and Iowa County since 1974. When you want quality, it comes from Moen's Milk Service. They're the area's leading plumbing and HVAC specialist for new installation or service. Check them out on Facebook or on the Belmont Platteville Wrestling team, a successful postseason. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters in Belmont. Coming up next on our Raleigh Chiefs pre-match show, we'll get you the opening matches of our WIAA Girls Wrestling Regional from Mineral Point High School. The Raleigh Chiefs pre-match show wraps up after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pre-match 2.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family Dental. Something we take pride in is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Our investment in the latest technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile the best it can be. Contact Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental now, and let's start this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Tricor Insurance works with leading insurance carriers like Auto Owners Insurance to provide honest and reliable service when you need it most.
For one, I want them to know that they're not alone. They know that no matter what happens when it comes up, that they can count on us to assist them through that process, whatever it may be.
Tricor and Auto Owners Insurance for your home, auto, and more. Visit TricorInsurance.com to find an agent near you.
Pre-match 2.
.97.7 Country WGLR FM Lancaster. Also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel powered by Laley Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and simulcast on Pointer Media's MPTV. This is Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls wrestling presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless and Overhead Doors. Our national anthem coming up in just a moment. We'll bring that to you live. And then we'll get the match action started here from Mineral Point High School for the WIAA Girls Wrestling Regional. Again, we'll keep tabs on the action going on in Richland Center and Evansville as well. We'll get you updates on that on the Shoebox Scoreboard presented by the Shoebox of Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Now here's tonight's national anthem from Mineral Point. That was awesome. Tonight's national anthem from Mineral Point. Ahead of the WIA Girls Wrestling Regional on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. I'm Tyler Dictanis, joined alongside Chuck Rasmussen and Jeff Eastlick to bring you the high school wrestling action here tonight. Wrestling brought to you by Edward Jones Reese Wealth Management in Platteville, Arter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel, and by Northland Buildings in Lancaster. Contact Joe Ryder to get a quality Northland building built tough for the Northland. Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel. Anytime Roofing, visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help you with your next roofing or siding project. The Melby Funeral Home and Crematory offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville. Weigland Registered Holsteins, a proud supporter of Belmont Platteville Wrestling. Weigland Registered Holsteins of Platteville. By West End Salvage of Lancaster, see Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster. Wolf Construction, Todd Wolf and his crew are reputable for top quality full service construction. Put Wolf Construction to the task on your next project. Wolf Construction LLC of Lancaster. Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Herms's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herms's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. By Russell offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist supports that Brian's gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Also by Breckler Insurance Group for all your insurance needs. See Stephen Landusky at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. Also by WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and at WCC-brands.com. Coal-Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at coalacresgolfandgrill.com. Applied Micro, your computer networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. Veterinary Associates of Hazel Green and Galena, Lyle Financial Group in Platteville. And join our Queen Bee Radio Sports basketball broadcast team at Doolittle's Pub and Eatery in Lancaster on Sunday, February 22nd at 10 a.m., we think, for our reaction to the WIAA boys basketball bracket release. If you can't make it to Doolittle's, join us on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Waiting for wrestlers to report for our first matches. It looks like on mat number 1, we'll get things started at 138, and on mat 2, it'll be 114 pounds. We'll see Taya McGuire of Lancaster wrestling Ella Wilson of Mineral Point on mat 1, and on mat 2, it'll be Rowan Altman of Iowa Grant Highland wrestling Destiny Crawley of Cuba City Benton Southwestern.
Okay.
Other sponsors for high school wrestling tonight are brought to you by Kunis Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Platteville, powering our audio stream tonight. The Kunis Service Department cares for all makes and models and is open Monday through Saturday. Head to Kunis in Platteville. Heads Up Salon. See Sherry, Jenny, Brittany, and Sydney for highlights, colors, cuts, perms, and more. See Grace for nail services, including acrylics and gelics at Heads Up Salon in Lancaster. Majestic View Dairy of Lancaster. From the farm to your fridge, they produce milk for delicious and nutritious beverages and foods. Learn more at Majestic View Classroom on Facebook. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Gingery and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of TriStar Pallets of Highland, TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Wrestling actually going on mat number 1.
All right, as you said, on mat number 1, it's Taya McGuire from Lancaster wrestling against Ella Wilson from Mineral Point. And I'll tell you that some of the information that we give you earlier is not correct. Ella Wilson was in at 132 pounds but got moved up to 138. Ella is a senior from Mineral Point. She has a varsity record of 16-11. Her opponent is Taya McGuire from Lancaster. She is a freshman. She has a record of 18-20. No score. We're in the first match, first period. McGuire and Wilson. We can tell you coming up next it will be Rowan Altman from Iowa Grand Highland and Destiny Crawley from Cuba City, Benton Southwestern. That'll be at 114 pounds. So there must be, we don't have the brackets, we just have some seating criteria was given to us. Sparring around right now at the edge of the mat. Official for this match is Joe Poots. We've known him for quite a long time. Excellent official. He has officiated in the state tournament a number of times. And
just kind of feeling their opponent out right now.
Yeah.
A lot of hand ties, a lot of side-to-side action, trying to create an angle, head-to-head. A lot of wrist control. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Still no score.
The
end of the first period.
Tyler, you have not been able to come up with anything from USA bracketing.
Yeah, nothing's coming up on the dashboard for that. So we just have the bout board that's up on the screen here, and you can see that on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel as well. Wrestling brought to you by Rural Mutual Agents John Raggets and Deneen Dahl with Raggets and Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them at their office in Lancaster. And the Mineral Point Wrestling Club supports all Mineral Point wrestlers during today's competition. Proud of the Mineral Point wrestlers, the Mineral Point Wrestling Club. Also by Ryan Stevis Construction, your local WIC building dealer in Mineral Point, serving all of Southwest Wisconsin since 1996. Put WIC Buildings, your dreams, at Ryan Stevis Construction's expertise to work for you. Back to mat number 1.
All right, McGuire in the down position to start the second period. No score, 0-0. We're in the 138-pound division. And McGuire is wrestling against Ella Wilson from Mineral Point.
Wrestlers go out of bounds, back to the center of the mat. Wrestling also brought to you by Ivy Construction, a family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate and excavation company serving Southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction in Mineral Point, by Richie Implement in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster. See their inventory and employment opportunities at richiesinc.com.
Half a minute into the second period, no score. Wilson doing a good job on top with the good tight waist and arm chop. Now working out to the side, possibly hooking up a cradle. McGuire sits out. Wilson follows nicely, follows again. Got plenty of room here at Mineral Point for you. Now McGuire getting himself in a little bit of trouble as Wilson out to the side. She has a half Nelson, has met near fall criteria. Close to coming up with the fall is Ella Wilson, and there will be the pin in the time of 3 minutes and 3 seconds for Ella Wilson.
So Ella Wilson notches the first victory of the night at 138 pounds. Wrestling also brought to you by Northland Buildings. Contact Joe Ryder to get a quality Northland building built tough for the Northland. Also by Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Wolf LNG Farms of Lancaster. Wolf LNG Farms reminds you to support your local pork producers. Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, proud supporters of the Belmont Platteville Wrestling Team, the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville, and by Claire Bank with 3 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin.
I'm guessing that was the only weight class that had 5 wrestlers in it.
Oh.
That's why they wrestled that match there. Now we're going to go to the 114-pound weight class. And it's going to be Rowan Altman, Maya Grand Highland, wrestling against Destiny Crawley from Cuba City, Benton Southwestern. James is a sophomore with a record of 24-13. Crawley also a sophomore. She has a record of 15-12.
Altman with the first takedown, did a nice low single. Fought it out, turned the corner, got 3. Right now she leads Destiny Crawley 3-0. About midway through the first period. Getting good wrist control there, rolling the wrist under. Looking for a half. In the power half. Now she switches over to a cross-body ride. Working the edge. Looks like they're going to get brought back to the middle here. Crawley does a good job of building up. Altman still with a strong right on the 2-on-1. Oh, there she's getting the half in. She can do, they stopped it. Potentially dangerous. Nope, illegal. She must have went with a full Nelson. So now it is 3-1 with the penalty point. Altman with the 3-1 lead. 41 seconds left in the first period.
Cole Acres Golf and Grill at Cuba City at coleacresgolfandgrill.com, and by Upper River State Bank, First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Upper River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC.
There were no matches at the 100-pound weight class. There will be a championship match there between Maya Markline and Blackford Helsberg. And only one wrestler in the 107-pound weight class, we think.
Ooh, well, Altman with a strong crossface, looking for the cradle. She's got it locked up. Can she get her back on her back? Crawley's fighting it off well. Oh, we stopped. Time's out for the first period.
3-1 the score. Wrestling brought to you by TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Common Platteville and Richland Center. Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, and Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel. And by Ritchie Implement in Cobb, Barneville, Darlington, and Lancaster. See their inventory and employment opportunities at richiesinc.com. And by Burnham Lumber in Rui. See Burnham Lumber for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential projects. Burnham Lumber in Rui.
If I mess this up again, Rowan Altman, freshman from Iowa Grand Highland, a varsity record of 35-6. And again, her opponent is Destiny Crawley, from sophomore from Cuba City Benton Southwestern. She is a sophomore with a record of 15-12. This must be number 1 and number 4.
He's got the cradle locked. There we go. Oh, she broke it. Crawley fighting off the cradle. Altman's doing a really good job of riding. Interestingly enough, Altman chose top. Crawley deferred. Score still 3-1. Altman on top. 1 minute left in the second period. Crawley's doing a good job at turning those hips. Uh-oh, she just looked into a half. We're getting back points now. Right on the edge. Got the pin with 54 seconds left in the second period. Rowan Altman with the pin.
Wrestling brought to you by Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and AppliedMicro.biz, Veterinary Associates of Hazel Green and Galena, and by Cuba City Collision and Repair. Cuba City Collision and Repair is REC, amended by a long list of satisfied customers. See Joe Groom, Brian Cohn, and the crew at Cuba City Collision and Repair. Also by Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. And by Colakers Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at ColakersGolfandGrill.com.
Up next at 114 pounds, it's going to be Jaslyn Glassbrenner, a freshman from Fenimore. She has a record of 24-11 on the season. Her opponent is Tatum James, a sophomore from Mineral Point. James has a record of 24-13. Almost identical records here. Altman, which we just saw, she was the champion last week at the Clash with the 114-pound weight class. James wrestling here was second.
And we get a stop in the action here as it's like Tatum James a little slow to get back up, but she'll go back to the center of the mat. 3-0 still the score. Wrestling brought to you by Gorgon Funeral Services, caring for families since 1916. Gorgon Funeral Services in Dodgeville and Mineral Point. By Woodlaw Office, serving you in Fenimore and Boscobel. For all your legal matters, Woodlaw Office in Fenimore and Boscobel.
Paul Yeager, the official for this match. 4 officials here this evening.
Oh, nice return.
Nice aggressive crossface, too.
Yeah, vicious crossface. I'll tell you what, you know, these girls are tough kids.
Mm-hmm. Crossface reminds me of one that you used to throw.
I was pretty gentle.
Yeah, right.
She's working a cradle hard. Glassbrenner is. James is going to belly up and try to build up to her base here. Still 3-0. Glassbrenner.
Glassbrenner probably 4 or 5, maybe 6 inches taller.
Yeah, she's lanky, that's for sure.
Yeah, she is.
Got that leverage. Never cared to wrestle those long guys. Glad they went out for basketball.
Remember, we're on a wrestling network right here. Watch your language.
We just had a warning call for stalling and then a point. So 3-1, Glassbrenner with the lead.
I think Glassbrenner wrestled in the 120-pound weight class last weekend of the class.
Got one escape for James, and it's 3-2 with 28 seconds left in the second period. Or is it the first period?
Yeah, first period.
First period, yeah.
He's got some good motion going there. I like that. Change levels, in on a double, gets a lift, turns the corner. There's that length fighting her. There's a trip, nice trip. Glassbrenner's on her back. Tatum James gets the takedown, now getting near fall points. Wow.
Wow.
That was quite a, time's up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Saved by the whistle.
There you go.
Wow.
4 near fall now makes it 9-3. James over Glassbrenner.
Midwest Builders Incorporated of Fenimore, specializing in commercial and light industrial construction, building lasting relationships in the tri-state area since 1992. Midwest Builders Incorporated of Fenimore. My Woodlaw office serving you in Fenimore and Boscobel. For all your legal matters, call Woodlaw office in Fenimore and Boscobel.
Yeah. Oh, she's high.
(9-3) the score. Tatum James leading Jaslyn Glassbrenner started the second period at 114 pounds.
This started out at 3-0, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. With Glassbrenner with the first takedown.
Yeah. Glassbrenner right now is in the top position with James in the down position.
And Glassbrenner, if I remember right, wasn't she warned for stalling? Now James
Now
just warned
James
for
just
stalling.
got warned, exactly. She's not building up, and that's kind of the rule from the bottom. You got to build up. She might get dinged again here. Good power half by Glassbrenner. She's got to get out on that elbow a little more. And James turns away from it. Back up to her knees. Glassbrenner throws another half. 42 seconds left in the second period. Glassbrenner just gets a stall calling for riding parallel. Fresh start. James is still down. 33 seconds left.
The Mineral Point Wrestling Club supports all Mineral Point wrestlers during today's competition. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Part of the Mineral Point Wrestlers, the Mineral Point Wrestling Club.
Glassbrenner with a good cradle. She gets her on her back. The ref's counting. James is giving up some back points here. Winning 9-3. 9 seconds left in the period. She's doing a good job of fighting off her back. There's the end of the period. 4 more points for Glassbrenner. Makes it 7-9. James in the lead. Her choice in the third.
Oh man, this is going to be a fun third period. Wrestling brought to you by Midwest Builders Incorporated of Fenimore, specializing in commercial and light industrial construction, building lasting relationships in the tri-state area since 1992. Midwest Builders Incorporated of Fenimore. Third period underway.
James took neutral with a 2-point lead. 7-9 over Jaslyn Glassbrenner from Fenimore. There's a double. James with the takedown. Push her lead up to 12-7. Two on one, trying to roll that wrist under.
Just wants to make sure she stays inbounds here. Oh.
Yeah, we're getting another. She's riding parallel. We get a penalty point for stalling. And so now James with the penalty point gives Glassbrenner another point, makes it 8-12. James in the lead over Glassbrenner. Oh. James with a good 2-on-1 ride. And now she's off to the wrist, looking for that coffee grinder. She's got a wing. Got to keep that legal, right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
She's doing a good job. She might turn her with it. Referee saying no. She's at a 90 yet.
45 seconds remaining, third period.
Well, there's a count. Now James is getting some back points. She's got 4 coming.
She'd probably be real happy to just stay right there for the remaining half minute.
Glass burner rolls through. Tries to come out the backside on this. Coaches, of course, are saying stay right there.
Yeah.
10 seconds left. Looks like James is going to get a big win here. This was a good match. She's going to win this match 16-8 with those last. And we got a reversal right at the end as well to make it 16-10. Great match.
Goodness gracious, that might be our Wolf Scranton Graphics match of the meet. Have that one bookmarked for the end of the evening.
That was a good one.
Wrestling tonight brought to you by Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont, and by the Belmont Platteville Wrestling Club, supporting all of Belmont Platteville's wrestlers during today's competition. The Belmont Platteville Wrestling Club.
All right, we're going to go to the 120-pound weight class, and it's Abby Finley from Mineral Point, a freshman with a record of 37-11, and her opponent is Riley Levy, sophomore from Iowa Grand Highland. She has a record of 2-15, and it's a quick takedown and pin in 17 seconds for Abby Finley.
We have a fall in time of 17 seconds. Your winner is Abby Finley.
TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville and Richland Center. By Brian Steffes Construction, your local WIC building dealer in Mineral Point, serving all of Southwest Wisconsin since 1996. Put WIC Buildings, your dreams, at Brian Steffes Construction's expertise to work for you.
Up next on mat number 1, it's going to be Maddie Madal, a freshman from Peck Argyle. She has a record of 21-7, and her opponent is from Dodgeville. It's Chloe Eastman. She's a junior. She has a record of 7-15. Appreciate Scott Tolzman as far as giving us some information to go off of here. So, again, haven't seen as far as if anything is up on USA Bracketing, have we?
Nothing on the dashboard part of the website.
Yeah, I see that one part said nothing was going to be announced till 5 o'clock, and it's like,
well, we might be done.
done with the first round at least. Yeah. So.
Looks like 2 evenly matched wrestlers here. Eastman's in on a double. Medaw counters well with a crossface. She's trying to turn the corner and get hip to hip to get those points, but Eastman's hanging on to that single for dear life. No points yet. There they are. There's the takedown. Medaw from Peck Argyle gets 3 takedown leads, now 3-0 with a minute left in the first period. Working that cradle. She's got the cradle. She's getting back points now. And the referee's up to a 5 count for 4. And there's the pin. Medaw with the pin over Chloe Eastman.
Time of 1 minute and 18 seconds.
Kundert's Main Street Market, your small town grocery store with a big heart. Shop Kundert's in Blanchardville and follow them on Facebook to see their specials. Kundert's Main Street Market.
Up next, it's going to be at 126 pounds. We'll find Riley Reichling, a senior from Mineral Point with a record of 21-19, wrestling against Christina Crow, a junior from Iowa Grand Highland. She has a record of 9-16. Top seed Olivia Ball from Lancaster receives a bye. Ball with a record of 30-8.
Reichling gets the first takedown, 3-0 over Christina Crow from IGH early in the first. This crossface series, this is some good stuff. It looks like that's some old school stuff. I don't know what they're coaching over here in Mineral Point, but that's old school.
Well, whatever it is, they've been very successful at it for a lot of years.
Yes, yes, it has been. The power half. Getting their balance just right. She's getting near fall now. Reichling getting near fall over Christina Crow. There's the pin, 1 minute in. Riley Reichling with the pin over Christina Crow at 1 minute.
Ivy Construction Incorporated, a family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate and excavation company serving Southwest Wisconsin. Ivy Construction in Mineral Point, and by TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb, Platteville, and Richland Center. Century 21 affiliated in basketball. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard Pelly real estate needs. Century 21 in basketball. Richie Implement in Cobb, Barneville, Darlington, and Lancaster. See their inventory and employment opportunities at richiesinc.com.
Up next on mat number 1, it's going to be Maria Schaefer from Iowa Grand Highland. Schaefer she is a sophomore. She has a record of 23-10, and her opponent is from Fenimore, Lola Hahn, also a sophomore. She has a record of 15-9.
Working that underhook is Maria Schaefer from Iowa Grant Highland. Now they're back to the center. Doing some wrist control. And that Russian tie for Maria Schaefer. Hahn breaks out of it. Got a lot of head pressure from Hahn. She likes to go ear to ear, it looks. In the tie. Now Hahn with the underhook. Shoots in on a double, gets it for the three-point takedown for the early lead. I'm sorry, that's Maria Schaefer with that takedown over Lola Hahn from Fenimore. The school colors are kind of out today, aren't they? I've seen some pink and I've seen some camo here going on.
You see a fair amount of pink with the girls wrestling.
Now Schaefer's getting back points. Turned her over with a double wing.
Double arm bar there, yeah. Wing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We go back and forth on what do you call that move, right?
Yeah.
Double arm bar or a double chicken wing?
Oh, no, it's not chicken wings. We know that.
I'm
Chicken
getting
wings
hungry.
are yeah, chicken wings are illegal.
Yep.
We'll probably see one, though, somewhere along the line.
End of the first period, she didn't get the pin. 7-0 with the 4-point near fall.
And since you were talking about it, our colors of the match brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Also brought to you by Southwest Health with over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. And by McNett Electric in Belmont, a proud supporter of the Belmont Platteville wrestling team. Call McNett Electric in Belmont.
Chuck, did you see who chose what here?
I did not.
I didn't either. See Schaefer's on top. Hahn is underneath. Start the second period. I've noticed tonight now 3 or 4 different times already someone chose top.
Top. Well,
that's interesting.
Another interesting thing, and you probably have noticed this also too. Once it just seems like the ladies get on their back. Just there's another one. They don't get off.
No.
And again, Scott and I have talked about this a little bit too, and it's correct. And just where they're at stage-wise, as far as the development of women's wrestling, that as a coach, you teach offense first.
Yes.
You teach
exactly.
offense first.
Yep.
And I don't know how many of them got to the point of working on getting out of pinning combinations.
That's a great point. Yeah,
so,
you certainly have hit it there.
Surprise. What was the final? That was a pin. And that was by Schaefer? Or was that Hahn?
Well, we have a new match at
Yes, that was
145.
Schaefer with the pin.
Okay. We go to the 145-pound weight class. And it's going to be Rachel Heisner, a freshman from Mineral Point. She has a record of 21-11 on the season. Her opponent is Kaylee Russell, a senior from Darlington. Russell has a record of 11-9. Top seed is Brooklyn Hankey from Lancaster. Russell girl being very aggressive on the top. Leading by a score of 5-0 already. We've went through the 45-second mark of the first period. And Russell.
Chin drop. Eisner's on her back.
We just touched the 1 minute mark now of the first period, and Russell close to coming up with a fall. Now readjusting. And there is the fall. Kaylee Russell with the fall in 1 minute and 16 seconds.
First wrestler from Darlington we see gets the pin. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. My Ritchie Implement in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster. See their inventory and employment opportunities at ritchiesinc.com.
Next up, it's going to be back to the previous weight class at 138 pounds. At least that's what we got on the board. And it's going to be Ella Wilson from Mineral Point. And her opponent is Jenna Johnson, a sophomore from Dodgeville. Johnson with a record of 26-8. And Wilson, I said she moved up, I believe, from the 132-pound weight class. She did. And she has a record now of 17-11.
While we wait for the wrestlers to report to the table, wrestling brought to you by Bob's Electric in Dodgeville, offering top quality appliances from GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, and Speed Queen. Bob's Electric in Dodgeville. And by Gorgon Funeral Services, caring for families since 1916. The Gorgon Funeral Services in Dodgeville and Mineral Point.
What we're doing is waiting for the time, the 45 minutes here for Ella Wilson. Ella wrestled the only quarterfinal match, and in that match she wrestled Taya McGuire from Lancaster and defeated McGuire. And now the semifinals.
You brought up a really good point with the teaching them offense first, but also I wonder, and this is a little bit over the top maybe, but the weightlifting that goes on for women's sports in general is a lot different than what they're going to have to learn to do for wrestling. And the ones that seem to have that shoulder strength, good upper body strength, those are girls that have been wrestling since youth. Their mom or their dad was a wrestler, and you can tell the difference. These kids that have been in the weight room hitting those weights, I think it's a big payoff when it comes time for a tournament season.
Yeah, well, I think if you get in the weight room, it's a good payoff. It doesn't matter what sport.
Yep.
It's a good payoff. It doesn't always have to depend upon the sport. Neither doesn't have to be all the bulk.
Nope.
But repetitions and
just explosive strength.
Explosive, yep. Building up some endurance. We're almost midway through the semifinals.
You were talking earlier before we went on air, Tyler, we were talking about the old seating meetings that we used to have. Now it's all done by computer, but man, there used to be some knockdown dragouts in those seating meetings, and it was a lot of fun. And people, you miss that? I go, yes, I miss those seating meetings. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Did someone keep scoring the seating meetings? Who got the better?
No, but at the same time, I think a lot of coaches kept in the back of their minds, like if Jeff Eastlick comes in, from a school and he's got maybe not as tough a schedule as some, and he's got this kid that he says that he is tougher and all get out, and yeah, he's 34-5, and like, okay, well, and you bragged him up, so we give him a pretty good seed, and then do that a couple more times, and all those kids end up not even coming close to their seeds in the final tournament. That's remembered.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's remembered down the road, too.
Absolutely. And then you're less likely to get that vote when you really want it for a kid who's is really borderline and could actually do well if he got a decent seed. Yeah, it was a lot of fun being in those seeding meetings. And you know, this is a problem I always had with the SWC, the SWAL. We bang heads all year long. Every tournament we went to, we'd see the same kids over and over. And I actually took my kids down to Illinois and down into Iowa to try to get them some different type of caliber wrestling, and so they wouldn't get it in their head that I can't beat so-and-so from Lancaster, or I can't beat so-and-so from Mineral Point. Yeah, you can. We just got to get you some different kinds of matches, because if you wrestle him 6 times this year, or these two girls have wrestled 8 times this year, you got a 7-11 record. Well, guess what? 8 of those losses were to a potential state champion.
Yep, and we were talking about this too before we came on, about how so many good wrestlers are bottlenecked in one particular regional or sectional, and now with the boys, a different format coming out that we'll have at the 3 sites tomorrow. I mean, that makes things a whole lot more interesting.
It's going to be a knockdown drag out tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that Division II one is really, really stacked.
It is stacked,
yes. It is stacked. And so we're now in the match, and it's Jenna Johnson from Dodson. Yeah, she's a good one.
Lifted her right up in the air. Got the takedown, 3-0 over Ella Wilson from Middle Point.
Yeah, she has beaten Ella Wilson already this year.
Okay. I like Wilson building up. She's working hard to get to her feet. Cradle. Oh, no. She got it. Jenna Johnson's got the cradle. Wilson's on her back, fighting. And Johnson gets the pin. Wilson gets up smiling. I love it.
We're going to take a 15-minute break, and they got plenty of stuff out here that can save.
All right. We're going to take a 15-minute break before we resume wrestling again.
All right, that'll give us a chance to tell you that wrestling is brought to you by Wilson Grantland Graphics, a block off the square in Lancaster. Wilson offers full-service copying and printing, available in wide formats for banners, posters, canvas prints, and much more. Wilson Grantland Graphics of Lancaster by Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Moen's Milk Service in Montfort. Moen's has been hauling quality milk with quality service in Granson, Iowa County since 1974. When you want quality, it comes from Moen's Milk Service in Montfort. Bill's Plumbing and Heating in Platteville. They're the area's leading plumbing and HVAC specialists for new installation or service. Check them out on Facebook or online at billsplumbingandheatingwi.com. My Joe's Overhead and Seamless Gutters wishing the Belmont Platteville Wrestling team a successful season. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters in Belmont. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll come back with more from the WIAA Girls Wrestling Regional from Mineral Point on 97.7 Country, WGLR, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, and MPTV.
Pre-match 3.
I'm Todd Mitchell, Vice President, Retail Lending Officer at Mound City Bank in Platteville. Are you ready to start building that dream home you've always wanted? We'll be there for you through the entire process, from securing the loan when you find the perfect property to managing your construction loan. We keep the process moving so you can focus on making memories. Contact us at Mound City Bank at 888-622-6069. And let's get working on making your dream a reality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mound City Bank.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Pre-match 3.
High school girls wrestling on 97.7 Country, sponsored by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. See their online auction for 4 parcels or buy the entire property. 370 acres located at 9361 Camel Ridge Road in Cassville. Tim Slack Auction and Realty, Fenimore, and Lancaster. We're also brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. Wolf LNG Farms in Lancaster. Wolf LNG Farms reminds you to support your local pork producers. Matt, Laura, Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, proud supporters of the Belmont Platteville Wrestling Team, the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville. By Claire Bank with 3 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. Also by Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. The Belmont Platteville Wrestling Club supports all Belmont Platteville wrestlers during today's competition. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. The Belmont Platteville Wrestling Club. Country Kitchen in Platteville, turn on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel this Sunday at 10 a.m. as our team reacts to the WIAA girls basketball playoff bracket matchups. It's this Sunday from Country Kitchen in Platteville and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Also brought to you by Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best in Fenimore. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at sloans.com. Bouse Electric, call Brad, Adrian, and Josh Busher at Bouse Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. People's State Bank, for personal, home, business, and ag loans, visit one of their area convenient locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control with over 40 years of professional, friendly service. And SoundCloud is where you can find archived audio of our broadcasts. Download the SoundCloud app and search Queen Bee Radio Sports, powered by Herbst's Ace Hardware and Home Center. We'll take another commercial break, and we'll come back with the start of the semifinal round here from Mineral Point High School. This is the WIAA Girls Wrestling Regional from Mineral Point on 97.7 Country, WGLR, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, and MPTV.
Post-match 1.
What are you doing out there?
Come on!
I saw you at the game the other night. Yeah, you. Up there getting mad, acting like we're all out there making $1 million a game. Well, let me be real with you. This isn't the pros. It's school sports, and it's a game, our game. So please, let us play.
School sports fans, remember, when you cheer for your team, make noise for the right reasons. This message presented by the NFHS and the NIAAA.
And all student athletes in Wisconsin.
This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Hey parents, did you know February is Kids' Ear, Nose, and Throat Health Month? And Grant Regional is planning something fun for kids. Bring Mom or Dad on February 18th from 5 to 6 p.m. to learn more. You'll meet Dr. Dale Chilson, an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and his team who help kids feel better every day. There will be games, giveaways, hands-on activities, food, and kids can take home their own Stuffy the Bear. Don't miss the fun. Sign up online at grantregional.com.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
It's time for the Tri-State Roofing post-game show. This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Post-match 1.
It is not time for the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-match show as we are getting ready for the semifinals here from Mineral Point High School. It's the WIAA Girls Wrestling Regional on 97.7 Country WGLR, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, and MPTV. Tyler Dictanis, Chuck Rasmussen, and Jeff Eastlick with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Our wrestling action today brought to you by Edward Jones Reeswealth Management in Platteville, Arter Brothers Creamery and Boscobel, Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel. Anytime Roofing, visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help you with your next roofing or siding project. The Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt, Laura, Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville. Weigland Registered Holsteins, a proud supporter of the Belmont Platteville wrestling team. Weigland Registered Holsteins in Platteville. West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Cranston, the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction. Demolition Waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster. Wolf Construction. Todd Wolf and his crew are reputable for top quality full service construction. Put Wolf Construction to the task on your next project. Wolf Construction LLC of Lancaster. Herbst's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herbst's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Herbst's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herbst's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Russell offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist, the pros at Brian's, gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Breckler Insurance Group for all your insurance needs. See Steve Landusky at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and at WCC-brands.com. Colakers Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at ColakersGolfandGrill.com. Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and AppliedMicro.biz. Veterinary Associates of Hazel Green and Galena. Lyle Financial Group in Platteville. And join us for the Queen Bee Radio Sports broadcast at Doolittle's Pub and Eatery in Lancaster on Sunday, February 22nd at 10 a.m., we think, for our reaction to the WIA Boys Bracket release. If you can't make it to Doolittle's, join us on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Again, Tyler Dictanis, Chuck Rasmussen, and Jeff Eastlick with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. We're through, I guess you could call it the prelims before heading into the semifinals coming up here.
Semifinals are done.
Oh, semifinals are done, so we are in the finals.
We are to the championship and then the wrestlebacks for the third and fourth to see if somebody will get an opportunity to wrestle for second again, too. So we're moving things right along. Thank you out there. A couple communications already. Our Florida crew is listening, watching down there. And also Al Bry, who you guys don't know, but he was a man that was in my wedding. And he's listening to WGLR. So, hello, Al. Yeah, you should have known. Yeah, yeah, we could have went out for lunch today. So, but, all right,
you got married, what, about 10 years ago? Is that right?
About that. Yeah. Yeah. Back when, disco and Vietnam War just had gotten over.
Just 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, good thing here. They're actually starting to put up bouts on the board again here. Not on the USA bracketing yet, but the big board here that we can use. We're going to be wrestling on both mat 1 and 2 for this round, so that will speed things up even more.
There you go.
Yeah, the dashboard isn't live on USA Bracketing, but we have the bout board that we can look at to see which wrestlers are coming up on which mat, and we will have 2 mats going simultaneously when the wrestling action resumes. Our wrestling coverage today brought to you by Coal Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at coalacresgolfandgrill.com. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialists in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. Veterinary Associates of Hazel Green and Galena. By Midwest Builders Incorporated of Fenimore, specializing in commercial and light industrial construction, building lasting relationships in the tri-state area since 1992. Midwest Builders Incorporated of Fenimore. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville and Richland Center. Rural Mutual Agents John Raggets and Deneen Dahl with Raggets and Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them at their office in Lancaster. Also by Northland Buildings in Lancaster. Northland Buildings, contact Joe Ryder to get a quality Northland building built tough for the Northland. Mineral Point Wrestling Club supports all Mineral Point wrestlers during today's competition. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Part of the Mineral Point Wrestlers, the Mineral Point Wrestling Club. After the match, or after the meet, we will have the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-match show where we will pick out our Grantland Graphics match of the meet, our Tri-Core Turning Point, the West End Salvage Scrapper of the match, and the Most Valuable Wrestler, brought to you by Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville. Wrestling also brought to you by Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. Also trying to take a look on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. We don't see the live action going on at Richland Center or Evansville to check in on the wrestlers that we have competing there, but if we do get any updates, we'll bring them to you. Again, on our Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest.
Do you know what time those tournaments started?
I believe they all had the same...
All 4 o'clock starting times?
They should have had all the same time, in theory.
In theory.
Right.
But that theory I know isn't necessarily true.
That's why I'm wondering if nothing's on USA bracketing yet, because some tournaments may have started earlier, but they're not going to unveil the brackets until all the tournaments have started. So only the people here...
And I'll be honest, and I said this, I don't know if I said that to you today or not, but it's like, I don't know why, you know, all the authority that the WIAA has, why can they not just say, where everyone's going to start at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock? I have no idea. I really don't. And as you said too, well, if they want Division 1 to start at 5 o'clock and Division 2 at 4 o'clock and 3 at 6 o'clock, fine. But everybody in that division starts at the same time.
Exactly.
So
you have the technology to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I know it's been brought up because I've talked to Mel Dow of the WIAA about that, and don't know where that's at in the whole thought process. But well, we're getting ready to go.
Even here with the I should say the smaller number of girls that are in this tournament, we saw a couple of girls changing weight classes.
Yeah.
Trying to get through, and I totally get that.
Yeah.
But if you knew what was going on in Timbuktu tonight, and it affected your girl who wanted to get to state, you really need to start at the same time in the division.
I know the word integrity was given to me by Mel Dow and the integrity of the coaches. But as I told Tyler today when we talked to him, he says, integrity is one thing, but if it's a difference between my boy or my girl getting to the state tournament and not, well, you can call me all you want, but I'm going to get my athlete to the state tournament.
Yeah, they need to make that a blanket start time for each division.
Yeah. Well, and as Tyler said, or you said, easy enough to do.
Yeah. You mentioned tomorrow you've got how many ranked wrestlers?
Tomorrow, I just went through this today, getting some things prepped up for tomorrow. We got 41 wrestlers tomorrow, Tyler,
Wow.
that are ranked in Division III up at the Brookwood sectional. I mean, there's just quickly, I'll hit on a couple of those if I can find my papers here.
And
We've got a
they're
little
only
bit-
taking 28.
Yeah. At 106 pounds tomorrow, there's 5 wrestlers that are ranked. At 113 pounds, there's 5 wrestlers that are ranked. 120, there's 2. 126, just 1, which is surprising to me. At 132 pounds, you got the 10th, 11th, and 12th ranked wrestler there. At 138, you got number 2, number 6, number 11, number 12, and number 13.
That's crazy.
Yeah. At 144, 2, 6, and 11. 150, number 3, number 4, number 7, and number 13. 157, just 1, 14th. At 165, the number 1 and number 5 ranked wrestlers. At 175, number 1 and number 13. At 190, number 4, number 10, and 11. And here's the crazy one. 215 pounds to number tomorrow. The number 1, the number 2, and the number 3 ranked wrestlers in
Wow.
the same super section. And then at 285, the number 1 and number 2 ranked wrestlers in the state there. Going to be
that's going to be a knockdown drag out.
And the wrestlers do have to be seeded after after this. So it may not be 1 versus number 2. I mean, those matches are going to be really good. But I'm very curious if there's wrestlebacks for second place. Goodness gracious, those matches are going to be intense. We saw that last year in Westby Raz, where it was the third place matches that were really the most intense because you had a number of seniors trying to keep their postseason hopes alive and an opportunity to go to the Kohl Center, and it comes down to one match.
And back in the day, now
Yeah.
we would seed, and if you're taking the top 2 guys, we might have a guy that's 44-0. Nobody's beating him. My guy might be the second best or the third best kid there, but I want him in that top bracket. I want him to lose to that guy in the semifinals.
We have to lose somewhere.
So that he comes back with a win for third, and now he gets to wrestle back for a wrestle back to go to state at second place to a kid who just got beat in the finals.
Yep.
And that's a mindset thing, and that's where I want my kid. I want my guy right there wrestling back. Coming through with win to wrestle back to third. Now he's got that second place wrestle back, and it's tough to come out of that championship match getting beat up, and then turn around 45 minutes later, and you got to wrestle a guy that took third and wants you and wants to knock you down. So there's that coach as a now you pretty much lay the seeds out, right? You don't.
Yeah.
Well, I remember letting some guys get seated ahead of me just so I could be in that 4 or 5 spot. So that I had to wrestle the defending 2-time state champion in the semi, because then we could wrestle back.
So going back to the seeding meeting conversation that we had, would you have coaches advocating for a specific seed so you would avoid certain wrestlers facing each other?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It was a chess match. It really was.
Yeah, they were fun.
Oh, yeah. And you couldn't not be seeded if you deserved that seed. But I would kind of lean over and say to Mr. Rasmussen here, I'd say, yeah, if you want to get third seed, I'll let you.
Yeah.
He'd say, I'll take it. I go, okay.
But there were some times, and I don't know in the tournament series here, that you would put, I mean, if there's one guy that's way above everybody else, and then you got 3 or 4 others that are pretty close, they'd put them in the other half bracket.
Yeah.
And to get there. So.
Ultimately, you want your best 2 kids going.
Yeah.
But when you got, like you just announced, you got 3, 4, 5, 6 guys ranked in the state at one super sectional.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they only rank 15.
Yeah.
And so when you got 5 or 6 of them in the same super section.
This is Mat 2.
Yeah, but it looks like Mat 2 is where the championship matches are going to be, so we'll get that configured on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel and MPTV. Wrestling Today brought to you by Audio Video Solutions. From crystal clear sounds, smart surveillance, and strong Wi-Fi coverage, Tyler Richard at Audio Video Solutions can help you. Residential, commercial, or farm, they can connect you to what matters. Check them out on Facebook today, and we are underway on mat number 2.
Be Markline from Dodgeville versus Blackford Hesselberg from Mineral Point at 100 pounds. Wow, they got after it right away, and they went right out of bounds.
Markline
back
with
to
the
the
record,
center.
with a record of 16 and 13. Hesselberg with a record of 15 and 20. This is the championship match at 100 pounds. Just 2 wrestlers in this weight class.
Stepped out of bounds. Oh, got some horseplay over there. We call that horseplay. Somebody's going to get hurt. They were locked up, throwing each other around, and that's a lot of fun as a spectator. Probably not as a parent or a coach sometimes.
But these athletes are well conditioned. You know, they've got most of them very good flexibility, and so.
You know, this sport has really taken off.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it the other day, and I got the numbers. Actually, last year there were about 1,800 females wrestling in the state of Wisconsin. Now it's over 2,200.
Yeah, one of the fastest growing sports in the country, if not the fastest. Still nothing. We've got a warning for stalling. Is that Mecklin? Markline? No, that was Blackford Hesselberg. She got one for stalling. Now she's in on a double. Markline with the head throw, counter, and gets it, and getting some back points out of it. Nope, no back points. Only a 3-0. Markline from Dodgeville with the lead. Working that power half. 30 seconds left in the first period. Getting that crossface cradle. She's got it locked. Here we go. Hesselberg's doing a good job of fighting those back points. There she's getting a count now. We've got some near fall coming. 10 seconds left in the first period. Boy, she's doing a good job of blocking that far leg. Time, end of the first period. 4-point near fall makes it 7-0 in favor of Markline.
97.7 Country WGLR FM Lancaster. This is Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls wrestling presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Tyler Dictanis, Jeff Eastlick, and Chuck Rasmussen with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. We are in the finals here at the WIAA Girls Wrestling Regional at Mineral Point. Our bout here at 100 pounds.
Yep, they were just
second period
just
underway.
for a second.
Boy, that's a tough switch. She just got a switch. Maya Markline with a really powerful switch there to score a 2-point reversal and make it 9-0 over Blackford Hesselberg from Mineral Point.
Official for this match, Adam Guthrie.
The old River Ridge coach, yeah?
Yeah.
Markline's really impressing me. She's just relentless. And you know that you talk about imposing your will. You remember that? Telling your wrestler, stay with that move till they give up. Don't go to move. And Markline's doing a great job of staying with that power half, staying with that half.
Markline placed third last weekend at the Clash.
Getting a little far out front there. Hesselberg's able to grab her leg, try to pull her around to the front.
And Markline with a record of 16 and 13. Hesselberg with a record of 15 and 20. 100-pound weight class championship match.
30 seconds left in the second period. And Markline puts her on her back, but she rolls through and gets the reversal. Hesselberg scores her first points of the match to make it 12-2. She got a near fall. Mark Lane did before the reversal. And Hesselberg's in control. Mark Lane gets to her feet, faces Hesselberg, gets the escape right at the buzzer. Yep.
Till 2 the score. We head to the third period. Wrestling brought to you by Bob's Electric in Dodgeville, offering top quality appliances from GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, and Speed Queen. Bob's Electric in Dodgeville.
Blackford Hesselberg is down. In the third period, Markline's going to be on the top position. Markline right into that cradle again. Hesselberg breaks it, stands up, works away. They go out of bounds. Warning, stalling. Penalty point for Hesselberg. She gets one penalty point. It's now 13-3. She goes back to the down position. Markline assumes the top. Hesselberg doing a good job of basing out. Got wrist control. Got to build up to get away. Markline with a 13-3 lead with 1:30 left in the match. Do they keep a team score? They don't probably, do they?
I'm not sure that they do yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. You know, they did last weekend at the Clash.
Yeah.
Mineral Point won that with like 178 points. Lancaster was second with like 130.
Markline has Hesselberg on her back now. Getting the count.
There it
50
is.
seconds left, and there's the pin with 54 seconds left in the third period.
Your winner by a fall.
By a Markline, the champion at 100 pounds from Dodgeville over Brecken Blackford Hesselberg of Mineral Point. Wrestling brought to you by the Mineral Point Wrestling Club, supporting all Mineral Point wrestlers during today's competition. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Part of the Mineral Point Wrestlers, the Mineral Point Wrestling Club. By Brian Steffes Construction, your local WIC building dealer, Mineral Point, serving all of Southwest Wisconsin since 1996. Put WIC Buildings your dreams, and Brian Steffes Construction's expertise to work for you.
Who is this?
Well, at 107 pounds, there will not be any wrestler. Or any competition here because Kenlin Bile.
From Lancaster, Amelia Johnson.
Okay.
Well, Delia Collins from Mineral Point versus Amelia Johnson
That's,
at 132.
So we're all the way.
Oh, here, yeah.
Okay, that's Kenlin.
Oh, I see.
At 107, getting the forfeit. Or no, not a forfeit. There was just no competition for her. So she'll move on as the regional champion.
Real Mutual agents John Reaganson and Deneen Dahl with Reaganson Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them at their office in Lancaster.
So we're not going to 114.
They have 114 on mat number 1 with Destiny Crawley wrestling Jaslyn Glassbrenner, but I thought that match already happened.
No.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
We haven't shown.
107 pounds from Lancaster, Kenlin Bile is your champion.
So while we wait for the next matches to begin, I'll tell you that wrestling is brought to you by Century 21, affiliated in basketball. See Bobby Joe, Hans Allison, or Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in basketball by Other Brothers Creamery in basketball. And by Country Kitchen in Platteville, turn on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel this Sunday at 10 a.m. as our team reacts to the WIAA Girls Basketball Playoff Bracket matchups. It's this Sunday from Country Kitchen in Platteville and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Now we have a match going on mat number 2. This one at 114 pounds. Rowan Altman of Iowa Grant Highland wrestling Tatum James of Mineral Point.
Okay. Altman with a record of 35-6. James with a record of 25-13. Actually, Altman with a record of 36-6 right now.
Both very good wrestlers.
Yes.
The tied up ear to ear. Down on the mat, referee calls a stalemate. They're going neutral. On mat 1, we've got Destiny Crawley and Jaslyn Glassbrenner.
Glassbrenner from Fenimore. She has a record of 24-11. Crawley from Cuba City Benton Southwestern. She has a record of 15-12. And this is a third place match. You want to keep the eye on the championship, and I'll look over here.
Sounds good. Altman in on a single. She's got James on her hip and gets the takedown. Altman with a 3-0 lead at the 1 minute mark. Got one back count, but no back points. She bellied back up. James in good shape here. Got a build up from Mineral Point. Rowan Altman from IG Highland with the 3-0 lead.
With the possibility of a wrestle back, these third place matches are 2-2-2s instead of 1-2-2s.
And it's still part of that state tournament series, right?
Yes. The 3-0 advantage.
Altman doing a good job of working that 2-on-1, trying to roll up that wrist. Sounds like a pin on mat 1.
A pin in 1 minute and 6 seconds for Jaslyn Glassbrenner from Fenimore.
Co-Lakers Golf and Grill in Cuba City and co-lakersgolfandgrill.com by Midwest Builders Incorporated of Fenimore, specializing in commercial and light industrial construction, building lasting relationships in the tri-state area since 1992. Midwest Builders Incorporated of Fenimore.
Altman got an arm bar right there at the end and cranked her over right at the buzzer and didn't get any points out of it. So James was able to avoid giving up back points. It's still 3-0 Altman going into the second period.
Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC.
Oh, heavy hands. James just did a snap down, and Altman went right to her knees. James spun around behind but couldn't get the takedown. Altman now fighting back, got James on her hips, gave her the 3-point takedown. Altman gets the takedown on James right on the edge. 6-0 Altman. Altman hanging on. Happy to be sitting right on the edge. James has got to build up. Altman with the leg Turk. And now going for the Turk. She's getting a count. She's got her on her back with a leg Turk. And the face, I guess you would say there.
Yeah.
That's
across to the
one of my favorite moves of all time.
You were just mean.
That's just a great move to get points. You don't pin a lot of people with that, but you're giving them up points, that's for sure.
Yeah, you do that, get done, and then break, and you just smile at the guy. God.
She has a 6-0 lead with 30 seconds left in the second period, and she's going to get 4 more points for near fall to make it 10-0.
I need to see a chiropractor just watching that. Goodness gracious.
Well, maybe you can go out and they'll do that for you. Save you the money.
James still on her back in trouble. She's been fighting off most of 1 minute of this period. There's 10 seconds left. She can hold out. She can make it into the third here. Altman doing a great job of switching off. And there's the 4-point near fall to make it 10-0. Altman from IG Highland with the lead over Tatum James from Mineral Point.
From crystal clear sound, smart surveillance, and strong Wi-Fi coverage, Tyler Richard at Audio Video Solutions can help. Residential, commercial, or farm, they can connect you to what matters. Check them out on Facebook today.
All 100 and 107-pound awards winners, please report to the head table.
Start of the third period on mat number 2. 10-0 the score. Our championship match at 1:14.
James on top, working an ankle pick and a near arm chop. Altman doing a good job of getting up to her base. Now she's up to a tripod. James breaks her back down. No change. James has got to get some back points here, Chuck.
Yes, she does. She's going to want to get back into this. Either that or something quickly to the back.
Yeah. I like the coffee grinder, but she's got to get her head down in that shoulder more. There it is. There she get a little better position on it. Altman doing a great job of staying on her base, working to face. Now she's out front. Still has control, but they're face to face. Altman working in on a double leg here.
Altman was the class champion last week. James placed second. Altman currently ranked number 8 in the state.
Yeah, she's good. They're both really good wrestlers.
Yes, they are.
I enjoy this match. I mean, the score says 10-0, but it's a solid match. And you know, 6 minutes is like a lifetime.
Yeah.
When you're out on that mat, you wouldn't think 6 minutes, right? 2 minutes, come on. But you can just tell they are wore out because it's been a battle.
They keep right at it, though. Altman tried to get up, and a good return here by James.
James, yeah, I'd like. Oh, she's going near side cradle. Getting vicious. She has to do something.
Yeah.
I like it.
You look at the, shorter arms.
Yeah.
Versus that length of Altman.
Now the referee warns Altman for stalling from the bottom. She's based out pretty good. Now she's coming up. James with the ankle and the trip with good return. Don't you want to just go out and show him a good coffee grinder? It's like, get your head right here. Get that wrist.
Grind,
yeah. That was a good match. Final score today is 10-0 for Altman with the big win over James from Mineral Point at 114 pounds.
And there will not be a wrestle back at 114 pounds, so your sectional qualifiers will be Rowan Altman and Tatum James.
Yeah, you look at it, it's like, just put your head right there.
Right there, and grind,
and get that wrist.
Take your time, grind it a little bit.
Yeah, you just want to go out and help them a little bit.
Yeah, that's legal pain enforcement.
That's right,
Yeah.
that's right. It's not mean,
No,
it's just,
well,
it's not dirty.
Not dirty.
It's not dirty. It's mean, but it's not dirty.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, remember the first time you got tight waist, you thought you were going to get sick to your stomach, didn't you? back in the day.
Yeah.
On the square mats.
Oh.
With canvas on the
Canvas
top.
on the top.
You don't know what mat burns are.
No. the ones with the horse hair, right? I mean, that's going back a few years.
With the little
the
sewed
little
knot there, because you get your knot on your cheek and it gets stuck there. Oh, man.
That's probably why there's NFHS and everything now to make sure that you're wrestling on actual padded stuff.
Oh, goodness.
Wrestling brought to you by Northland Buildings. Northland Buildings, contact Joe Ryder to get a quality Northland building built tough for the Northland.
This is Eastman and Levy at 120 on mat 1. And on mat 2, we've got Ella Wilson and Lola Hahn. Nope, that's not right. It's Maddie Medaw and Abby Finley.
Yep, that's at 120 pounds.
126 pounds. Or 120 pounds, yep.
Yep. On mat number 1, it's already a takedown for Chloe Eastman, a junior, with a record of 7-15. She's wrestling against Riley Levy from Iowa Grant. He's a record of 2-15, and it's going to be a quick pin for Chloe Eastman in a time of 33 seconds.
Maddie Medaw from Peck Argyle just did a snap down and a slide by to the mat for 3, and she's leading now 3-0 over Abby Finley from Mineral Point. She's got the screwdriver, cross-face screwdriver. Didn't know she knew what to do with that. She's back behind now in total control.
And we were talking about that before. You were talking about you using the term screwdriver.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Cross-face.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
What do you call that?
Well, I wasn't really watching what was going on, but yeah, you got a screwdriver, you got barbed wire.
Barbed wire, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
And we get locked hands called now.
Yeah.
Maddie Meadow with the locked hands on top. We're going to stop it. That's a technical violation. 1 point for Abby Finley from Mineral Point. So the score is now 3-1 with 40 seconds left in the first period.
Finley, freshman with a record of 37-11.
Wow.
And Maddie Meadow, a freshman with a record of 21-7.
It's a really good match here. Wilson's first move, Finley's first move was based out. You gotta, come up, right? That's what we say. Now she's working that single underneath. Pulled that single up.
She'll move up there and get the arms across. There she goes.
I think they're going to give her 2 reversal here on Maddie, yes. So Finley with the reversal makes the score 3-3. Now she's got a deep half. Maddie Meadows on her back. She rolled through, but not far enough. She's given up back points. 2 seconds, 1 second. Period ends. 4 near fall. Now it's 7-3 in favor of Finley from Mineral Point over Meadow from Pecatonica Argyle.
Kundert's Main Street Market, your small town grocery store with a big heart. Shop Kundert's in Blanchardville and follow them on Facebook to see their specials. Kundert's Main Street Market. And from crystal clear sound, smart surveillance, and strong Wi-Fi coverage, Tyler Richard at Audio Video Solutions can help. Residential, commercial, or farm, they can connect you to what matters. Check them out on Facebook today.
Meadow took neutral there. Oh, with the head throw. Finley gets the head throw and Meadow's on her back. That's giving up points. That was a tough head throw.
Yes, it was. Used her length very well.
And there's the pin. So Finley from Mineral Point at 120 pounds is your champion with a pin over Maddie Meadow from Peck Argyle.
Wrestling brought to you by Kundert's Main Street Market, your small town grocery store with a big heart. Shop Kundert's in Blanchardville and follow them on Facebook to see their specials. Kundert's Main Street Market.
That was vicious.
Yeah,
that
was
hurt.
a good one.
Looking at that, it just hurt.
Yeah. Finley, the champion at 120 pounds. Maddie Meadow will place second. No wrestleback, I do not believe, at 120 pounds.
Wrestling also sponsored by Ivy Construction Incorporated, a family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate and excavation company serving Southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction in Mineral Point.
All right, at 126 pounds now on mat number 2, it's going to be Olivia Ball, senior from Lancaster. She has a record of 30-8, wrestling against Riley Reichling from Mineral Point. She's also a senior with a record of 21-19.
So 2 seniors here?
Yes, sir. Ball, a 3-time state qualifier. Placed second last weekend. She got injured in the championship match against a young lady from Richland Center. That was at the Clash. Ball with a snap down, working off to the side. Going to put the head in the ribs, working for that cradle.
Oh, she's got
Got it tight. Ball looking to come up with a pin.
There it is.
And there it is.
That was a near side cradle.
39-second pin for Olivia Ball.
She had that tight.
Yes, she did.
Rural Mutual agents John Reagans and Denny Dahl with Reagans & Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them at their office in Lancaster.
There will not be a wrestleback at 126. Champion Olivia Ball. And second will be Riley Reichling, senior from Mineral Point.
Wrestling also sponsored by Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC.
At 132 pounds, it's going to be the top-ranked wrestler in the state at 132 pounds, Biela Collins from Mineral Point. Collins, a senior with a record of 38-2, and her opponent is from Lancaster, Amelia Johnson. She has a record of 29-12. This is the first and second place wrestlers from last weekend's clash.
Oh. Oh, I like this facing up, over, under each. Oh, there goes the lateral attempt.
Yep. Just didn't get it quite set up. And it's going to be Collins with the takedown, and she's going to get back points here on Amelia Johnson. Johnson trying to keep his shoulder up.
Well, that's a horrible position to be in, isn't it?
And with a minute and 10 seconds remaining in this match here in the first period. Collins looking to, and there will be a pin. Kieler Collins with a pin in 56 seconds over Amelia Johnson.
She's ranked number 1 for a reason, huh?
And she's a machine.
Yeah, she is.
And she will place first, Kieler Collins, and Amelia Johnson will place second at the 132-pound weight class and move on to sectionals next weekend.
Century 21 affiliated in basketball. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in basketball. And by Utter Brothers Creamery in basketball.
Next up at 138 in the championship round, we've got Jenna Johnson from Dodgeville versus Maria Schaefer from Iowa Grand Highland.
And in the third place match, it'll be Lola Hahn from Fenimore and Ella Wilson from Mineral Point. The championship match, Jenna Johnson, 26 and 8.
Oh, Schaefer with a near side takedown cradle from her feet to get the takedown and now back points. Johnson fighting off her back, doing a good job of fighting, but she's got a long battle ahead of her here.
Yes, she does.
Minute 26 left.
Johnson was the champion in the clash last weekend.
She bellied out. She got out of it. Good for her.
And Schaefer was second.
7-0. All Johnson at this point. I'm sorry, all Schaefer at this point. Schaefer from Iowa Grand Highland. She's getting more back points now.
Lola Hahn
armbar
leading 3-0 in her match. They're just touched the 1 minute and 10 mark of the first period.
4 more near fall points for Schaefer gives her an 11-0 lead with 42 seconds left. Out of bounds. We'll come back to the center. Oh, we got an illegal.
Full Nelson.
Full Nelson, yep. She was trying to get her hand out of there, but all you got to do is touch the top of the head. And she gave up a penalty point there, so now it's 11-1. Maria Schaefer with the lead over Jenna Johnson of Dodgeville. Potentially dangerous. They get their arm trapped at their side when they come to their feet.
Yeah, that's one of the things that they emphasized, I guess, in the officials meeting, the rules interpretation meeting this year too. Is that trapping?
Well, we've seen a lot of guys get hurt over the years, getting brought back to the mat hard, and that head's there's nothing there to protect you.
No.
Your arm's trapped. Oh, look at this reversal by Johnson. Oh my. Did you see that?
There's some power there.
I'm sorry. Johnson had a reversal almost, and Schaefer just reached back, grabbed her, and threw her back around to the front to her.
There's some power
to
there.
her back.
Both those ladies.
Yeah, they're both pretty good wrestlers here.
Quick check on mat number 1. It's 3-2. Lola Hahn of Fenimore leading Ella Wilson of Mineral Point. That's the third place match. Wrestling brought to you by Midwest Builders Incorporated of Fenimore, specializing in commercial and light industrial construction, building lasting relationships in the tri-state area since 1992. Midwest Builders Incorporated of Fenimore by Wood Law Office, serving you in Fenimore and basketball for all your legal matters. Wood Law Office in Fenimore and basketball.
Well, did you see the eyes of Schaefer there when they were waiting for a decision to be made, looking at Johnson?
Yeah.
Just intensity.
Oh, look at there.
Right there. There's going to be a tech ball, if not a pin.
Cranked her right over. I think she's got the pin. She's got the pin. So Jenna Johnson gets pinned by Maria Schaefer of Iowa Grand Highland. 40 seconds, minute 40 seconds left in the second period, so 20 seconds into the second period.
On mat number 1, it's still a score of 3-2.
Russian arm tie. Always like to see that. Drops down to a single.
Your winner on mat number 2.
They'll come back to the center, 3-2. On with the advantage over Wilson. At the midpoint of the second period, there's a warning stalling on Hahn.
Just backing up off the whistle. .45 seconds left.
Second period. The 138-pound weight class.
Still neutral, 3-2 yet. Front headlock position for Hahn, but they're not on the mat. Wilson broke out of that. We're back to forehead, and now they're out of bounds. Bring it back to center.
Wilson trying to set up that head throw.
138 pounds. But we don't know yet who it is.
Just announced there will be a wrestle back at 138. To be determined based on the outcome of the match we have going on mat number 1.
Yeah. So the score 3-2. It's almost a 50-50 chance.
Pausing the action before the start of the third period. 3-2 the score on mat number 1. Wrestling today sponsored by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. By Wolf LNG Farms of Lancaster. Wolf LNG Farms reminds you to support your local pork producers.
It's going to be a caution there. Wilson's choice. She takes the top position to start this third period.
You've seen that a lot tonight.
We have.
Maybe it's a strategy that because they've seen each other so much, they know what their strengths and weaknesses are. But normally, I want my wrestler to take down. That's a scoring position.
Yeah, and down. If you take the down on that is so much above the shoulders.
Yeah,
and just a mental thing. Like,
yeah,
I'm going to get out. You're not going to stop me.
And with a 3-2 score, well, I think I'd want to take down.
I would too, but
I don't know.
That's why we're over here.
That's it.
And we're not coaching. So.
Yeah, they don't call us has-beens for nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
How many years have you been out of coaching now?
I coached up until about the last year that I was teaching, so that would have been 22.
Okay.
2019 or 2020 is probably my last year of coaching. I knew I coached during the COVID thing with the masks. And remember getting warned? Kids would get warned for their mask dropping, and they wouldn't put it up right away. And wow, what a mess that was.
It was, but at least they got the wrestle.
Yes.
All right, Wilson trying to come up with an armbar series.
She's got a good armbar there now. She's
bar and trying to.
Got to take that forward.
At the 1 minute mark, it's still 3-2.
Now she's got a power half. Cranking on that. Got her weight off the side. Oh. Some flexibility there.
Yep, 45 seconds. Hahn leading 3-2.
Hahn trying to pull that single in to score some more points. From the bottom.
Be careful stepping over here. She can get exposed to back. Now she's going to come out the back door. Under 25 seconds remaining.
This is where you'd say, as a coach, attack the head, right? You're in that position.
Got to.
You just got to go for that half. Yeah, you sure didn't want a stalemate there, but that's what they called.
Yeah.
Just looked like somebody could have scored there.
13 seconds remaining. 3-2 is the match score. And there's going to be the escape given to Hahn, and we're going to go neutral.
She needs a takedown for the win. Going right for the head throw.
Yeah. Wilson going up for the head, and Hahn's going to be
warning. Stalling.
Yeah, she's going to give up 1 point for stalling. 4-3 with 6 seconds remaining.
Maybe if you push here, you get another stalling call.
Or you got to be.
Oh, look at! He got
there
it.
It is. There it is.
She backed up right off the whistle, and the ref didn't hesitate.
No.
He dinged her. It's now 4-4 with 3 seconds left.
You might as well try it again, huh? Or
yeah.
It's going to go. Yeah. Maybe not in this period, but next. They're going to go to overtime. Sudden victory. Ella Wilson and Lola Hahn. This third place match, possibly second place match potential at 138 pounds. 1 minute. Sudden victory. There.
Wilson's pushing her out of bounds again.
Yeah.
There they go, back to the center.
Yeah.
46 seconds left.
Yeah, that was a good no call. Paul Yeager, the official in this match.
You know, this is where the T word comes into play. I'm tired. And you can just tell they're pretty wore out there.
They've given a lot of effort.
We're going to see who can withstand this.
Now Hahn pushing in on Wilson.
Now Wilson's pushing back.
25 seconds.
Right to the head throw.
Head throw and duck under attempt. And no points yet. No points. Neither wrestler. There's going to be the takedown.
3 for Wilson.
Wow. Ella Wilson. She wins in overtime, 7-4.
What a match. She gutted that out.
We will put a star next to that match as our match of the meet, brought to you by Will Scranton Graphics in Lancaster. See if someone can top that.
Does she get a wrestle back now?
Yes, she does.
I think she does.
Couldn't remember who won that first one.
Janet Johnson was the champion in this one.
Third place from Dodgeville, Chloe Eastman.
Wrestling brought to you by Matt Laura Melby of the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, proud supporters of the Belmont Platteville Wrestling Team, Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville, and by Claire Bank with 3 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. Also by Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. For all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs, call Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. And the Belmont Platteville Wrestling Club, supporting all local wrestlers during the postseason. Belmont Platteville Wrestling Club.
How fun was that match?
That was a good one.
Goodness gracious. Well, it speaks to what we were talking to about earlier, about how, it's not necessarily the championship matches, but it's those desperation matches to kind of keep your season alive and extend it by 1.
Yep.
Especially when you have a couple seniors going at it, potentially last matches of your careers. There's a lot of emotion in these matches here tonight.
Absolutely, yep.
And then 2 of those points were stalling points.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then a warning before that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what makes you lay in bed at night looking at the ceiling and thinking about things that coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? The Ben brothers, didn't you have that in that sign in your coach's office? I think he did.
We'll have a match coming up on mat number 2. Brooklyn Hankey of Lancaster set to wrestle Kaylee Russell of Darlington. Championship match at 145. Wrestling brought to you by Southwest Health with over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists. You can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Here we go.
All right, it's Brooklyn Hankey, sophomore from Lancaster, wrestling against Kaylee Russell, senior from Darlington. Russell with a record of 11-9. And Hankey has been taken down, and she's giving up back points right now. And Russell looking to come up with a fall, and there will be the pin in 25 seconds for Kaylee Russell. Russell will be your champion at 145. There will be a wrestle back.
Brooklyn came out gangbusters
Yeah,
there, and I
yeah.
thought,
Well,
and then all of a sudden, Russell got that head throw, and it was all over.
Apple River State Bank First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. Wrestling also sponsored by McNutt Electric in Belmont, a proud supporter of the Belmont Platteville wrestling team. Call McNutt Electric in Belmont. Wolf's Grantland Graphics, a block off the square in Lancaster. Wolf's offers full-service copying, printing available in wide formats for banners, posters, canvas prints, and much more. Wolf's Grantland Graphics of Lancaster by Laley Center Monroe. Call your local deer automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe.
What's the scoop on this match?
That's a good question.
Got Cadence Freimiller and Sophia Burr from Lancaster versus Cadence Freimiller from Fenimore at 152 pounds. Look at this, lifting with the double underhook. This is some good stuff right here. You gotta get a leg sweep. This horseplay, somebody gonna get hurt.
All right, as Jeff just said, Cadence Freimiller, junior from Fenimore, record of 25-4, wrestling against Sophia Burr from Lancaster. Burr with a record of 22-13. I think these two actually wrestled a couple weeks ago up at Fenimore, and it was like a 6-6 match, and then Freimiller ended up collecting a fall over Burr.
Boy, that's a tough position to be in. She's got that high single, and her head's underneath. That would be Freimiller with her head underneath. Burr on top, putting that pressure on that upper body and that head. That just wears you out, getting caught underneath there.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. A lot of pressure. All right, going to come back to the center. 53 seconds remaining, first period. No score between Sophia Burr from Lancaster and Cadence Freimiller from Fenimore.
Just a straight-on blast double for Freimiller. Burr peels her off. Working that underhook again. She likes those underhooks, huh?
She does.
I used to love that, working underhooks. So you got against a tall guy. Got to circle back in here.
And Burr trying to throw. She's going to be able to drive on through and take Freimiller to her back.
Boulder right over to her back. She's going to get back points out of this.
Two powerful wrestlers, and good job by Freimiller to get her
belly down again,
and arm underneath her.
Burr's getting some bonus points here. 3 more points to make it 6-0. Time, end of the first period.
Yeah, this is the kind of about the same setup, if I remember right there at Fenimore.
Yeah.
That night too. I think Burr went up maybe 6-0, and then it came back 6-6, and then it was Freimiller.
Well, they're both strong wrestlers.
Yes. There's
they got shoulders and biceps.
Yep. They're just talking to Sophia Burr right now. She's got some breathing situations that she works through. Trainer coming over. Yep. Hard-working young ladies.
Yeah, you don't like to see any kind of injury at this point.
No.
Just don't want to see it at all.
Yeah.
They're talking to her.
Yeah. There's just the 2 wrestlers here at the 152-pound weight class, so both wrestlers will qualify for the sectional tournament next weekend.
Both wrestlers are on their feet, so I don't see where it's a major injury, but
no. It's a breathing
issue, I believe. So. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of injury stoppages or blood time or anything today here. You know, knocking on some sort of wood.
I used to have some breathing issues when I was wrestling. It's not the same, though, right? Yeah. I love it when the kid's on his back saying, "I can't breathe." And you're the ref, and you're like, "Well, then you got to quit talking."
Yeah.
We're ready to go again.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
First period.
Yep.
Again, Burr up by a score of 6-0.
Wrestling brought to you by Wolf's Grantland Graphics, the block off the square in Lancaster. Wolf's offers full-service copying and printing available in wide formats for banners, posters, canvas prints, and much more. Wolf's Grantland Graphics of Lancaster.
Cross face by Freimiller. Oh, we're actually at the beginning of the second period.
There we go.
And Freimiller with that cross face. She's able to get Burr on her back. Burr able to get out of it, but she's going to give up 3. Freimiller back in with the, I call it a chest crusher. And she's able to take Burr through. Is she going to get points there?
She's got 3 more.
Well, that was a quick 3. But either way, it's 6-6.
Just like you said. It's going to be close.
Yeah.
Something didn't look right there.
And, yeah.
We're going to get some injury time.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got to get some air back into her. And again.
Ooh.
Yeah, at what point do you? And she's okay.
Yeah.
Looks like. Just
out talking with them.
Their parents.
Yeah. Dad, I don't know if you knew Josh or not, ended up playing professional football.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I think for Pittsburgh, if I remember correctly. I think he went to Iowa.
I think
and
you're
that's
right.
where he played college ball.
Yep. Well, my dad, he'd say, "Are you hurt or are you injured?" Right? You haven't heard that before, have you?
Oh, yeah. Not my dad. Never.
If you're hurt, get back out there. If you're injured, we'll get you to a doctor.
Yeah.
What do you need water for?
Yeah. It's way overrated.
Wrestling brought to you by Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Also by Moe's Milk Service in Montfort. Moe's has been hauling quality milk with quality service in Grant and Iowa County since 1974. When you want quality, it comes from Moe's Milk Service in Montfort.
You know, this might have been the same situation up at Fenimore that night where it was, I think, again, 6-6 and ended up being an injury default, just like the situation here.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
That's too bad because this was turning into a really good match.
2 very good wrestlers. Yeah. We're in the 152-pound weight class. We're tending to Sophia Burr from Lancaster right now. Her and her opponent, Cadence Freimiller, are tied up at 6-6.
And she's awake and talking to her parents. It's just she's not getting up, though.
And it looks like after this, the next match will be at 2:35. Lillian Heisner of Mineral Point wrestling Adeline Spurgeon of Lancaster.
Then we have wrestlebacks at
just 1 or 2.
and just a couple of those, yeah.
Yeah, at 165, from what I have here too, that just one wrestler, Emily Heisner, I think at 165, is that correct? Do you have anything up there?
165. Well, I had written down 2 wrestlers, but I don't know.
Well, one of them was Sophia Burr, who
she went up
right down here. It went down a weight.
Okay. So there's your injury default.
Wrestling brought to you by Coondert's Main Street Market for your small town grocery store with a big heart. Shop Coondert's in Blanchardville and follow them on Facebook to see their specials. Coondert's Main Street Market.
The 152 pounds,
Yeah, they're still tending to Sophia Burr, so this it's a pretty scary situation for Sophia Burr.
Yeah.
Other sponsors of our high school wrestling coverage tonight brought to you by Bill's Plumbing and Heating in Platteville. Check them out on Facebook or online at billsplumbingandheatingwi.com. And by Joe's Overhead and Seamless Gutters of Belmont.
Yeah. From what I see here, it looks like Emily Heisner, the only wrestler at 165. And Haley Yeager from Mineral Point, the only wrestler at 185. So they'll move on as champions from the regional. And as Jeff just said. Oh, yeah, there's Emily Heisner.
Yeah.
Smile on her face.
All smiles, yeah.
And 185, Haley Yeager. Love to see the smiles.
Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank, First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. I'm starting to wonder if we should have been down here because you guys are starting to pick fights with people walking by.
I'll pick him. He can fight him.
I was going to say only with the ones we know we can beat.
Yeah, that was Jimmy Wolf that just went by us.
You tell Jim Wolf I said that.
All right. Yeah, well, yeah. All right, 235 pounds will be Lillian Heisner from Mineral Point, wrestling against Adeline Spurgeon from Lancaster.
Look at the pummeling going on here. I love that, trying to get inside control. They're pummeling those hands in. Getting physical already. Just a lot of pushing. Circling. Back to the center we go.
Heisner ended up the champion last weekend, and Spurgeon ended up second. I don't remember what the score was in the championship match. Heisner ranked number 15 in the state.
Ooh, going for a head throw here. Oh, did a nice back trip.
Back trip, yeah.
Goes right to the crossface. Got her belly down. Spurgeon does a good job of building up there. Get some wrist control. She could, we talk about how important wrist control is from the bottom. And I remember Joey Wong.
Oh, yes.
First night of practice, you got to get wrist control. Let me show you. I'd lay on my back. I'd let Joey get a deep half on me, and I'd grab his wrist, and we'd go. And I would get away. And it's so important. She's going to get her cranked over here. She's working a good power half.
Yeah, really working that power half.
But I'm impressed with Spurgeon fighting this off. Well, she's getting some points now. She's getting a count.
Under 20 seconds this first period. Heisner
There's the fall.
Pin time of 1 minute and 47 seconds.
Ruh-roh.
For Lillian Heisner. This same situation happened last week.
Yep.
At the end of the match.
Nerves.
I imagine.
Yeah, they're.
Yep.
The importance of that wrist control from underneath, it opens up everything for you to do if you can get that wrist when you're down in that down position. Even if you're on your side or on your back, if you get that wrist, I used to tell kids, don't let go of it. And too often you'll see a kid grab a wrist, get up to his knees, then let go of it.
Let go.
We can take that all the way up to a takedown. We can work that to our advantage every time. So you said you have how many ranked wrestlers tomorrow? 40?
41.
And I've got 22 over at Waterloo ranked wrestlers. Mineral Point will be there. Peck Argyle's there. Darlington Blackhawk, they're going to be there tomorrow from the area. So I bet they're glad they're getting out of your regional.
I would bet so too, yeah.
Can you imagine throwing Mineral Point and Peck Argyle and Darlington Blackhawk in that regional?
It's been that way.
It has.
Several times,
It has.
unfortunately. And again, now just taking two of them out. What do we have? Just
3 matches.
Got a wrestle back at 138
Oh,
pounds.
no, we don't have.
Yeah, we have two. We have Lola Hahn wrestling Taya McGuire. Going to wrestle back at 138, and then another one at 145. Brooklyn Hankey of Lancaster wrestling Rachel Heisner of Mineral Point.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Just those two.
That will be it. And it could be some time situations. 6:08.
Okay, 6:08. So we got about 12 minutes.
All right.
You want to go a quick match out there, Chuck? I'll find somebody for you.
Yeah. Not many people here I could beat anymore.
A little kid just ran by there.
I'm not putting my money on me neither.
Oh, goodness.
Wrestling brought to you by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. See their online auction for 4 parcels or to buy the entire property. 370 acres located at 9361 Camel Ridge Road in Cassville. Tim Slack Auction and Realty, Fenimore and Lancaster. I think we'll take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll probably dive into some of the post-match awards. Our Tricor Turning Point, the West End Salvage Scrapper of the match, Herbst's Ace Hardware Most Valuable Wrestler, and the Grantland Graphics Match of the Meet. That's all coming up. We're still awaiting some wrestlebacks, and we'll bring those to you coming up in just a few minutes on 97.7 Country, WGLR, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, and MPTV.
Post-match 2. People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
Hello, Amy here from Cuba City Family Dental. Part of our dedication to excellence in the dental services we offer are same-day crowns. Instead of return visits to our office, we can diagnose and fix your tooth in one day at any of our 3 convenient locations. Call us when you are in need and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Hello everyone, I'm Brent Barnett with Brownfield, inviting you to join me each week on Outdoor Adventures. From the hardwoods to the shoreline, we talk with outdoor industry experts about all the things you need to know for your hunting and fishing adventures. I grew up in the whitetail woods and have a deep passion for sharing hunting stories with our guests, as if we're sitting around the campfire. Be sure to check out Outdoor Adventures from Brownfield Ag News.
Post-match 2.
.97.7 Country WGLR, FM Lancaster, Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by Laley Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and MPTV. This is our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls wrestling, presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Tyler Dictanis, Jeff Eastlake, and Chuck Rasmussen with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. We are awaiting one final match, a wrestleback at 145 pounds before the action wraps up here at Mineral Point in our WIAA Girls Wrestling Regional. And while we have a few minutes before we get to our final match of the evening, let's hand out some post-match awards. That's part of our Tri-State Roofing LLC post-match show. Let's start off with the match of the meet, brought to you by Wills Grantland Graphics, Block Off the Square in Lancaster. Wills offers full-service copying and printing available in wide formats for banners, posters, canvas prints, and much more. Wills Grantland Graphics of Lancaster. There were 2 that I had bookmarked. The first one was in the early rounds. Tatum James taking on Jaslyn Glassbrenner of Fenimore. That was a fun matchup between those 2, but I think the one that we just had between Hahn and Wilson in the finals here, that was a heck of a match that went to sudden victory.
Most definitely, that was a great match.
That was, I think, a good choice.
And they were both really good matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the Wilson-Hahn match would definitely get my vote.
All right, so that's our match of the meet, brought to you by Wolf's Grantland Graphics of Lancaster. Our Tricor Turning Point brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. I can't recall which match it was, but there was a match where a wrestler was down 3-0 and then scored 9 points in a row. Was that the Glassbrenner Tatum James match that I'm thinking of?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Ended up 16-10 as the final score. And I wrote it. Great match. So it had to be.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, no leads are safe in these tournaments. You're one mistake away from having your fortune flipped. Yeah,
that's just the beauty of this sport. In my mind, is that I can coach you up, I can make you stronger. But when it comes down to being on that mat for 6 minutes, and you find something deep down inside, and you make it happen, boy. That's just, it's hard to beat. That's just, and it's all on you. I mean,
and nobody else out there.
Nope. And you either figure that out or you don't.
Yeah, you don't get timeouts. You don't have to.
Now, how many kids came into that wrestling moon the first night of practice for you, Chuck, and you thought, wow, this kid has got it going on, and within a year they're done. And then you got that kid that you thought, boy, I'm not even going to waste my time with this guy. And within a year or two, he's one of your best wrestlers, and you just never know.
No.
It just, that's such a personal thing, wrestling is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. And not only then you add in the team aspect part of things too. It's such a cool thing too.
It is.
So, and I kind of like the way that the setup is now too, as far as you got these super sectionals, and then they're taking the top 6 teams from each of the super sectionals and taking them to the next weekend in a dual meet format.
I like it much better than the old way.
Yes. Because there was so many times, you see a team that has 5 or 6 studs and they do real well in the tournament. But if you would take them in a dual meet, they don't have it.
You got to fill all those weight classes. You don't have to have 13 state champions there. You just need some wrestlers that can go out and compete with people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then you also avoid situations like we had a couple of years ago. I think it was Royal Wanawak Center coming to Fenimore, and they only brought 3 or 4 wrestlers to compete. So, you don't want to say that a program accidentally made it to the sectional round, but when you advance and you only bring 3 wrestlers to that tournament because you're trying to save them for the individual meet, that doesn't.
Well, and we've had teams not even show it.
Right.
Where they just said, no, we're not going to make weight one more time in the middle of the week when nobody else has to do it. And I get it. I don't know if I agree with it, but I get it.
Yeah, and then knowing, too, that they're probably going to get their butts kicked.
Yeah. Going up against Fenimore the last 7 years, guess what? You don't stand much of a chance, so why go? Make your kids be late, because a lot of the times those guys are driving 2+ hours. School night, that is still important, grades. So, I'm really looking forward to seeing this tomorrow. I think it's just going to be, Tyler, it's going to be knockdown, drag out. Let's go. I'm really excited.
It's going to be a fun day of wrestling tomorrow. And before we get to this match, wrestlers that you would nominate for our most valuable wrestler and our scrapper of the match, are there nominees that either or both of you would like to submit worthy of those awards?
Chuck, you want to go first?
No.
Well, Heisner, she was really impressive just now. I know that was a close match, but she kind of dominated that. And I think she's going to do well at the state tournament. I was also impressed with a couple of wrestlers from Mineral Point, obviously.
Dayla Collins there at 132.
She looked really good.
Yeah.
And it didn't get challenged.
Right.
You didn't get challenged to even be scored upon. So it's fun to look at those close matches, but when somebody dominates a weight class, that's important.
So Dayla Collins will be our Herb Today's Harder most valuable wrestler. Hermson's Ace Hardware will be the MVP for your next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Our scrapper of the match, brought to you by West End Salvage of Lancaster. It's the wrestler whose hustle and scrappiness stood out, trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage
Good luck tomorrow.
of Lancaster.
Kaylee Russell looked, she was a fighter in
Yeah,
there.
she was impressive today, too.
Yeah, she was.
She was a scrapper.
Yeah, quick night at the office.
Yeah,
Goodness
yeah.
gracious.
Yeah. 2 pins for her, 1:16 and 25 seconds.
Yep.
And we'll see both of the ladies that she defeated in the
Wrestleback here,
right here in just a short period of time.
And this might be the scrapper match of the night.
too.
Yeah, it could be.
Because somebody's staying home here.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's brutal, but at the same time, that's what we're here for. Somebody's season's going to get made, and somebody's season's going to be ended right here in the next few minutes.
Are these both seniors as well?
No.
Okay.
Hankey's just a sophomore. And Heisner is a freshman.
Reminder coming up later on tonight, girls basketball Mineral Point at Cuba City on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Also girls basketball Dodgeville at Lancaster on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our wrestling tomorrow, wall-to-wall coverage at 3 wrestling sites. We will have the boys super sectional from Richland Center on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Boys Division 3 tomorrow from Brookwood on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And the other Division 3 Super Sectional at Waterloo, that'll be on X1071. All 3 of our wrestling sites will have coverage on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to get notified of when those broadcasts begin. We're set for Rally Cheese pre-match coverage around 9:40. First match is set to begin at 10 o'clock.
Chuck, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
And you too, Tyler, you've been to the state wrestling tournament, right?
Yes.
Would you rather go, let's say you can only go for one session. Are you going to the finals or the semifinals?
Oh, the semifinals.
Yeah, I'm
the
with you,
the
Tyler.
semifinals are electric.
I'm so with you.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You know,
right.
the March of Champions and everything.
Yeah.
You know, the finals. That's a spectacle on its own. But as far as like environment, that is the most electric wrestling environment I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is. And then it's that to get to the championship.
Right.
Yeah. That is something.
Yep.
And I love looking up at that scoreboard. 46-1 versus 50-0.
Yep.
And somebody's not going to make it to the finals.
To the finals, yeah.
And what's better than that?
Yeah. It is great. Just
Yeah.
So loud in there, and it's just so fun.
Yeah, it's not the final match; it's the match to get to the match. That's
right.
always got that extra pressure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And for with the Division 1, 2, 3, and the ladies in there wrestling, you got those going on, and the place is just packed and loud and warm, and it is great.
And every once in a while, you get that matchup in the semifinals, and every year it happens. But you get that matchup where these two should have been in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knows.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And when it happens, and you get these 16,000, 17,000 people scream at one match, one move, one instant. Boy, that's awful. That fills my tank for another year.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It is really cool.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's gotten a little better the last couple of years since they've actually went to the computer seedings.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Instead of having 1 and 2 meeting in the semis, as you say.
Yep. Or even the quarters at some point. Some of those D1 guys, that was, there was a problem there.
Yeah.
And it still happens. But all in all, that semifinal night, that is something special.
Pretty neat. Yeah, and then I'll go too with the championship night there too. That Parade of Champions.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. I've been to a number of state tournaments, and that is, I mean, even outside of wrestling, but that's the top.
Pretty special.
Pinnacle. Yep. All right, we're going to go to our last match of the evening. It's going to be at 145 pounds. Brooklyn Hinkey from Lancaster, Rachel Heisner from Mineral Point. Hankey placed second last weekend at the Clash. Heisner placed third.
Oh, they know each other.
They know, yep. All right, they lock up.
I like Heisner going right in, pummeling in, looking for those underhooks.
There's
Hankey doing a good job here.
Well, yeah, Hankey looking to snap down, but you got a little bit out of position here, and Heisner trying to get in for the single leg.
Oh.
And there's
a late. What do we call that?
Okay,
kind
well,
of a lateral?
it's going to be, I don't know.
She got points out of it.
Yeah. So it's a
Hankey with a takedown and near fall. He hasn't awarded him yet.
Yeah, did she give near fall points?
I thought.
Well, now Hankey with the cradle, and she's got Heisner to the back in a pinning
That's
combination.
tight.
This is going to be tight, and
That is tight.
Heisner, and it's going to be a fall for Brooklyn Hankey. 47 seconds.
She wanted that double under. She was. That was good.
Heck of a way to finish up our wrestling coverage here from Mineral Point High School. We'll take our last commercial break and we'll close up shop. Here from Mineral Point High School, we'll recap our champions and the wrestlers advancing to next week's sectional round, which we will also have coverage of right here on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our Tri-State Roofing LLC post-match show coming up next on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-match 3.
Milk has been building champions for centuries. Research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk restores postgame muscle for athletes like few other beverages. That's why the pros know they're gonna need milk to fuel their performance. Learn their inspiring stories at gonnaneedmilk.com. GONNA needmilk.com. Brought to you by Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
Republicans want public school districts to consolidate. This push for consolidation does not come from local communities.